Hello everyone and welcome to Izzy Builds Bricks. I am Izzy and tonight we are doing the AT-AT versus TaunTaun Microfighters. This is Lego Star Wars set number 75298. It is 205 pieces. This came out of March of last year. And since it is the Microfighters, it should be a pretty quick build. So the TaunTauns were in Empire Strikes Back, which probably has their more famous scene or scenes, and they were also in Return of the Jedi. It has us starting with bag number 2 for some reason. We will come back to bag number 2. And we'll start with the AT-AT. No, this is only for bag number 2. Didn't realize there were 2 instruction booklets. Normally they just keep it all in one. So we will start with the AT-AT, and our little dude actually has a proper head, which I find a little interesting, but got his helmet, set him off to the side. Oh, we gotta find his gun too. There's his gun, we're gonna put it together. One thing I love about Lego is they build things that actually fire and work. I will go ahead and put ammo in his gun, but of course we will not be firing it. So they are located on the planet of Hoth, of course. And they were domesticated by the Rebel Alliance. Alright, now we got him built. Where are we starting? With a square. I do find it kind of funny that they did make the Microfighter the same size, or the Microfighter, the AT-AT the same size as the TaunTaun. I know the AT-ATs were a lot bigger than that, but it does make for a silly scene. Given how large the AT-ATs are. So the Rebel Alliance primarily used the TaunTauns for the patrol of the area. Of their base that they stayed in. I had the piece. There it is. I almost lost it. And then we need this one. I believe this is going to be the head. be. I'll have to see how it goes. The TaunTauns were beneficial on the planet Hoth since it was an ice planet, and they were well equipped to deal with the cold weather, but weren't so good at it for nighttime. But I don't know, I bet this is his body, but that's okay. So let's go here. Alright, I need one. One of the more iconic TaunTaun scenes is the one where Han Solo cuts the dead one open to store Luke inside to keep Luke from freezing to death. Well, Luke was on I'm assuming a patrol mission. They made this a little more difficult to get in there. There it goes. Yes. 2 of these. Would definitely not be a fun sight to see AT-ATs coming at you. Putting together his little computer module. So now we've got the main body done. That's where the trooper will sit. I'm assuming this is going to be the head, and then of course the legs. So the AT-AT is an all-terrain armored transport walker. Appeared in Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars Rebels, Star Wars The Force Awakens, and The Return of the Jedi. He's starting to come together now. And of course it was classified as combat. So we have the regular AT, the Elite AT, and the First Order AT. Always eludes me. Alright, now it looks like we're going to get started on his head. So I guess we'll be doing the legs last, but that's okay. Let me know in the comments below if you would like me to show the piece that I'm about to put on, so you can actually see better what I'm doing. I know the camera I have, it's not always clear exactly what pieces I'm using. And let me know your favorite scene about the AT-ATs or the TaunTauns. I know there's not really that many with the TaunTauns, but this one is kind of goofy. Okay, they have this one, but that's okay. I don't personally have a favorite scene with them. I think they're obviously massive and pretty scary looking if you ever actually see one, but that they got really creative in taking them down. These are for his feet. I don't have the nails to pick up these pieces. There we go. So I need 2 more of these and 2 of these. And as always, I do end up dropping a piece, trying to get it off the table, since I don't have the nails to quite pick it up. We got, that one's crooked. We got most of his head done. Oh, we might have his head done entirely. I'm gonna stick it on there. I do like that they use that style ball joint so you could move it, turn it, and even though they wouldn't have moved upside down like that, but it's nice that you have the option to adjust what position its head's in, since they did move and look around. Now we need to do his feet. Probably rather have an AT-AT than a TaunTaun. I think it would be a little bit more versatile. I did see a YouTube video a long time ago. Somebody built their, I think it was their nephew. Oh, did I put those on the wrong side? No, I did not. Okay, sorry. Had to make sure I was doing this right. They built, like I said, I think it was their nephew, an AT-AT treehouse, I guess you could say. They built like a, probably not a full scale, but like a half scale AT-AT fort, so to speak, that had like a pretty neat little room in it for him to play in, and he decked it out, of course, in a Star Wars theme. It was pretty badass looking. And let's get his feet on. I was better at building things. That would actually be something I wouldn't mind building for my son. Alright, we got him done. And here he is, all put together. Put our trooper in here. And we will set him off over here to the side while we build our TaunTaun. Now I side with the Rebel Alliance, so I am a Rebel fan. Let's get Luke put together, our Snow Luke. his pants. There we go. Put together his helmet with the goggles. We make those goggles very oversized for his head and helmet. It looks really silly. We will build the lightsaber real quick, and then we'll build his gun, his blaster. Get it loaded up. Still find it funny that they have the "you'll shoot your eye out" warning in it. Alright, so we got Luke and his saber and his blaster and some binoculars. Set them off to the side. We are starting with a square. It's a little bit bigger this time. That's the piece I need for the ball joint. I think my favorite ship, even though I am Alliance, is the TIE Fighter. I think it's pretty futuristic looking, I guess you could say. My second favorite is the X-Wing. I thought the Y-Wing looked really goofy. Of course, I do like the Millennium Falcon. That is definitely up there. Probably most likely in my top 5. I do have the 2015 release Lego Millennium Falcon. And I will probably, I will end up doing a video showcasing the sets that I have and I have put together before I started on my adventure of going for the Guinness Book of World Records for the most Lego sets. I'll talk more about it in a separate video when I start showcasing some of the sets that I've already gotten done, but I am currently up to roughly 60 sets. Yeah, I will definitely be doing a video showcasing all the ones that I have already put together that are not getting featured, that haven't been featured on the channel, whether it's because I've already had them since before I started my channel, or because the videos, I had a couple of videos that didn't turn out right. I'm still learning as I go. And sometimes things just happen. I will probably only showcase a couple of sets at a time, that way I'm not trying to do too much in one video. What? Okay, I love you.
Good night.
Good night. Love you. Anyway, sorry, my husband's coming in to say goodnight to me. And then I will do a video showcasing all the sets that I have that I haven't put together yet. Oh, I put those on the wrong side. That does not help. There we go. I probably have, well, no, I definitely have more Star Wars sets than anything else. I am a big Star Wars fan. I am also a Lego fan in general. I think Lego puts out a lot of really cool sets. The one theme that I probably won't do anything with is going to be the Ninjago. I've never watched any of the Lego Ninjago shows, but other than that, I'm pretty much open to any and all Lego sets. I really enjoy the Lego Ideas and Lego Creator sets. It's nice to see what other people have actually built and got Lego to make as a set. I think people have done a really good job with that. And they made some really interesting and neat sets. Definitely look forward to growing my collection and seeing what all of the neat sets that come out are. Now, growing up, never actually had any Lego sets. I did have Lego, but I basically had inherited them from my brother. He didn't pass away or anything, he just didn't live with us for a while. So, we're making something different now. I'm not sure which sets he may have actually had. All I did grow up with was a big tub of Lego. So I only need one of those. I need two of those. Okay. There we go. I think so far the theme I'm most looking forward to, just because of my interests, is going to be the medieval things, the medieval themes. They have the blacksmith and everything, so I am looking forward to getting those and getting those completed. Out of all the sets that I currently have, I don't really... I think I'm gonna say that my favorite's the world map. And that I'll have part 2 coming out in... That goes over here. Okay. Part 2 of that coming out here in a few weeks. So... Try to get this on here. There we go. So here's what we have so far of the TaunTaun. Yeah, any of my videos, if you guys would want to leave a comment of what set that you are interested in seeing me do, if I have it, I will get that out. If I don't, I will look into getting it. I do have a lot of sets that I have not done yet, so like I said, that'll probably be one of my, after this one and a couple of other sets, it'll probably be one of the next videos I do, just showcasing everything that I have and everything that I need to put together. Oh no. Yeah, it's that one. There it is. Almost did get that clicked into place. It looks like we're going to be working on the head. And no matter what set it is, I've enjoyed putting together majority of them. But I will talk about that in another video. I would say that most of my favorite characters from the movies are going to be, of course, the robots. I also enjoyed the little porg. I thought the scene that they had with Chewie getting ready to eat them when their sad little eyes was really cute. He couldn't eat them anymore. I do think I missed a step here. What am I missing? Oh, it only has me doing the one side. Okay, that's fine. So we will set that off to the side. The TaunTauns were a little weird looking, but I will give them credit because the movie was made before a lot of the technology that we have out now. So it was harder to probably get what they were actually going for because of that. But I think they did a really great job with what they had. I think that is the... Why is this not going to curve inward? Give me two of the same ones. Oh, no, there we go. Maybe. Yeah, that's the one I need. Sorry. They gave me an extra of one side, but not the other. That is pretty silly. But that is okay. And what I mean is the horn. So they only gave me an extra of this side to do. Sorry, I'm still trying to get used to holding stuff up to the camera, but not this side. So I only have one extra horn, and it is for only the one side, which is pretty silly. But now we are going to put the reins on him. Let's see if I can get that little doohickey in there. There we go. Bring them up there. And we are going to put his head on right here. He's got little Tyrannosaurus arms right now. Wonder if we're gonna build those up. Alright, so it has me working from this side. Now it looks like we're going to build his little feet. Get all the pieces I need first before I turn the page. Make sure I have everything I need when I need one of these. Alright. Definitely a lot of little pieces, which makes sense because it is a microfighter. Definitely enjoy these smaller builds just because they make things a little bit more interesting, and it shows how much thought has to go into the build since it is a small build. Turn it this way. We'll put that on upside down. Thankfully it's easy to take off. And we have his little foot, which looks a little bit silly until I get it put on there. So there we go. We have this side pretty much done. His little foot. And now we will build his other foot. Oh, no, we're going to put some decorative parts in here. So, got that. And a little half pie. And now we're going to build his other foot. I mean, they have to put a lot of detail into even if it's a microfighter versus the full size, but it just seems like they have to put more thought into how they can make it look right, even in its smaller size. That's the piece that I'm missing. All right. And somehow I still managed to build this entire thing backwards. So let's see, where am I wrong? I'm going to leave that like that. So let's just turn that around. There we go, got that fixed real quick. And he is done. I guess he gets stuck with his tiny little Tyrannosaurus arms. I don't actually remember what they are supposed to look like with their hands, but I imagine it was quite similar to the Tyrannosaurus arms. Next page, it just shows putting the lightsaber on and the binoculars. And then we can put Luke on. Let's fling his gun out of his arm. His blaster, sorry. I mean, I guess they're technically guns, but they'd be considered laser guns, but blaster does definitely sound better. So we have Luke on our TaunTaun. And we have our Imperial on his walker. This has been Izzy with Izzy Builds Bricks. Thanks for watching, guys.